Okay.
We're making homemade Koulourakia.
Yeah.
I got 1 packet of unsalted butter,
Yeah.
which I left on room temperature.
Why do you do that?
Because so we can beat it up easily.
Beautiful.
If it's hard, you can't do it.
When do you usually make Koulourakia? For what kind of occasion?
Well, I make them all the time. But usually it's Easter time or Christmas time.
Yeah.
But it's nice to have them at home. If you've got a visitor and you give them a cup of coffee, it's nice instead of bought biscuits,
Yeah.
which
So much better.
which you don't know what they've got in them.
Yeah.
Koulourakia are all natural things, so we put them in the what's this called?
The mixer.
The mixer. You start beating it until it beats well.
So we've got it beating until it starts to cream. And what are you going to do next, Sia?
So I put the sugar in, castor sugar, 1 cup,
Yep.
because it's so much easier for the butter to come together
Yeah.
and become really creamy.
How much sugar are we adding all together?
Only 1 cup. That's
Just
it.
the cup. Okay. So she's saying if you want a sweeter biscuit, this recipe can take
Up to 1.5.
1.5 cups of sugar. But this is the kind of biscuit we're going to dip in tea or coffee anyway, so
I think
generally you don't want it too sweet.
I think 1 cup is really enough.
Yeah, I agree. Again. So what are you doing there, Yaya?
Well, what I've done is got the spatula and I scrape all the sides and also the bottom. Sometimes the butter it gets a bit hard. So if you do that, you'll find that all the mixture is going to be nice.
It'll combine a lot easier.
You can put it back
So
on.
we're about halfway there. I'll show you guys what this looks like now.
Put it back on.
So it's starting to combine, but it's still very stiff. We want it to be kind of light and fluffy and creamy. So we're gonna let it go for another, how long do you think?
About 5 minutes.
5 minutes, okay. So yeah, I was on the phone to a friend. So I thought this is kind of where we want it. Thick, creamy, luscious.
Okay, now we add 1 cup either peanut oil or what's the other one? Corn oil.
Yeah,
Now I'm using at the moment corn oil.
yeah.
If you can't get peanut oil, you get corn oil, which is quite good. So we'll put it back on. But what we do, we don't put it back on very fast because it will spill everywhere. And very slowly add the cup of oil. Increase your speed slowly. The next thing I'm getting ready is 1 cup of white wine cold. We let the oil go through first and then very slowly again add the 1 cup of cold wine, white wine.
This is such an easy recipe. One stick of butter, 1 cup of sugar,
Or 1 cup.
1 cup of oil, 1 cup of cold white wine. It makes sense that you don't really have to write this recipe down. You just know it off the top of your head.
Absolutely. You can use vanilla, which is mostly what we use, vanilla.
And yeah, I'll use
The next
this
thing
vanilla
is-
bean paste.
Yeah, a good vanilla one. Another one is maklepi. I don't know if you get that in continental
What's
delis.
maklepi? For the people that don't know.
I really don't know.
It's like a spice, I guess.
It's a spice,
Yeah.
and it's called maklepi. Other than that, there's another one which is masticha. That's a Greek flavor.
It's like another kind of spicy,
And
traditional
it's very
flavoring.
nice. It's
Yeah.
a very nice flavor. But we choose today to put vanilla.
You could put brandy, no? I've seen you put an orange or other flavorings, things like
That's
that.
if you want to use.
Yeah, she's made before with orange zest or juice. That's delicious. So really, you can play around with what kind of flavorings you like. If you like,
Because I usually don't put orange because her mother doesn't like orange flavor. Now vanilla, I would put about a good teaspoon.
we love vanilla.
Especially if it's a good vanilla.
Yeah, we don't want to use vanilla essence. Please, for the love of God, don't use vanilla essence.
Oh no, I never,
throw it away.
I never buy that.
Just throw it away. Why do you have vanilla essence? Just go buy
Because that's
a nice extract. Even this one is nice. I'll show you guys. This one here, like if you don't have the paste with the little pods in it, Yiga also uses the extract.
So we beat that up together and we get our dish ready. The flour can be done by hand.
This is a special Koulourakia bowl. It's the only bowl that she uses to make her dough.
You can use any
Size.
size.
This is your favorite though.
Now the flour you use is self-raising. We use the
So what are you doing now?
I'm emptying it in a big bowl.
Yep.
It's nice and creamy and no lumps.
Smells insane.
So we put self-raising flour, but it's got to be sifted before you put it in.
So how much self-raising flour do you think you use in this batch?
How about if I do it and tell you, because usually I don't count, but I think you guys want it. This is a cup. I'll put a couple first.
So about 2 cups to start.
Actually, about 3.
About 3 cups. This recipe is by feel.
There's 3 here, but it'll need more for sure.
So you start working it.
I'll start combining the whole thing together.
Yeah.
I've put here another 3 cups.
Yeah.
Now let's see what we use.
What's your favorite way to eat Koulourakia?
I think with a cup of tea or a cup of coffee.
Is this something that your dad made for you?
My father used to make them. Used to even sell them to the shops because he made a lot. He was a pastry chef.
So you learnt from the best.
I learned from the best, yeah.
Did he have his recipes written down in a book, or did you just learn by
No,
eye?
I learned by eye. If you don't put wine, you have to put eggs in.
Okay.
So it's another way of doing it. About 4 eggs
Yeah.
instead of the wine.
But the wine, it tastes nicer?
I find that the wine
Isn't there more of a
makes them
snap?
more crunchy.
Yeah.
Now would you mind, I've already put 6 cups in here and it's not enough. Now Lil, hold that for me
Yeah. Yeah.
and put another cup.
Yeah. So
Now after the 6 cups, you got to be careful. You don't because we don't want this dough to be hard. So what we do, we slowly combine things.
I'm going to take you guys closer to the dough.
You will find that if you make it too hard, it'll be very hard to make the koulouria after.
Yeah.
Because when you rest it, it becomes harder.
Princey.
Just heard that.
Papou's home. So we still want it to be nice and soft.
Soft, just because it'll get harder when you leave it there. And we've put 6.5 cups. When it starts, you see how the whole mixture has gone away from the sides?
Yeah.
It means it's fine.
Hi, Papou.
How you going?
Good.
Ciao, Prissy. Ciao, Prissy. Look.
Look. Look.
So this is where we're at.
I'm just putting
There's
it in
no
a smaller
resistance.
dish now.
So we're going to transfer that to a smaller bowl while it's resting.
Yeah, we don't need a big bowl.
Perfect.
This is the little hospital.
Hospital?
Everything seems to be sick or doesn't grow well. I have to put it up here and I keep it to help it.
The nursery. All right.
Yeah, that's,
What else have we got?
this is the pomegranate. That's passion fruit. Vietnamese mint. This is the cabanero chilies. See it? Marjoram. Lemongrass. Mixed herbs. Rosemary. Oregano. Parsley. Tomatoes, cucumbers. Big basils. And this is the echallots, the one multiply, you put one and multiply, it come to big. Still some tomatoes left.
Finishing the season soon, aren't we?
Yeah, and that's here.
I'm already excited for next year's tomato season.
Next year is going to be different. That's only mint, shallots, parsley.
Hey, get out of there, mister.
And that's not buy leaf. Cut from here and use it all around the year.
So what do we need for rolling?
Nothing, your hands.
Your hands. What have you got here? We've got a baking tray with some
Baking paper.
and Yiga likes to roll on a wooden chopping board.
And I just divide it roughly into little, and it's nice and oily and soft. You just roll it into sticks, okay, and just
Any tips for rolling?
well, if the zimi, how do you call zimi?
Dough.
If the dough is all right, if it's too soft, have a little bit of flour next to you. But this is pretty good actually.
How's this one that I made?
That's perfect.
All right.
See, some Koulourakia have milk,
Yeah.
which binds them better, which is an easier dough to work with. But they don't always taste as nice as this one's here.
Yeah.
This recipe, it's hard to roll unless you get the hang of it. But there is other recipes. If they include eggs and a bit of milk, they're definitely much easier to roll.
So if we were to use the 4 eggs instead of the cup of white wine,
Yeah, no
that
wine,
would make it a little bit easier
no
to roll.
wine, just half a cup of milk and about, let's say 3 eggs for that.
Yeah.
That much.
But this recipe that we're doing today, we can achieve the best biscuit with this recipe.
Well, it's more crunchy.
You need patience.
Sorry?
You need patience.
Need patience. Patience, yeah, of course, and practice. So now we're gonna do Papou's job.
The egg with the milk.
You see what I mean? I've already done half while you guys were doing that. So, you know, I'm used to rolling it.
Yeah.
Other people are not.
Like
And
me.
this was not very good.
Shade, the shade is real.
First of all,
Soft at all. Don't. Not too sharp.
Papou's the equivalent of the backseat driver when it comes to Koulourakia.
that's exactly right.
Well, because I'm doing it for years.
Yeah, where's your chopping board then?
No.
She does this.
No, I
and
don't
do
want
this.
him to roll.
She does this.
You don't want him here?
No,
I don't want him to roll.
no, no. Don't need to go around.
No, I do because I find Yaya doesn't need to do this, but with me, I need to bring it together.
Depends how it's easy for her.
And then it cracks less for me. Yaya's quick.
Correctly needs it, but it comes with the time.
Yes, chef.
When you
Here you go.
it's ready to go in the oven, you put it in 170 degrees on the air,
Yep.
and to leave it for 30 minutes and then check it out.
Yep.
See the other one will start coming up.
Perfect. And we'll check them in half an hour.
Okay. We like to get them out when they're nice and golden. We put them in the oven for about 30 minutes, but we make sure we look at them in 30 minutes.
Yeah.
And if they're a little bit less brown on the other side, we turn them around.
Yep.
And we leave them for another 10 minutes and we check them.
We've got a nice dark colour.
As long as they've got a nice colour, and they'll always be nice and crunchy. We get them out of the pan, put them in another place so they can cool off. And when you store them, it's always good to put them in a tin, not a plastic,
Why?
because the plastic softens them up.
Yep.
The tin always keeps biscuits. That's why when you go and buy biscuits, they're in a tin.
Yep. Keeps them nice and crunchy.
Exactly. Nice and fresh as well.
All right. Thanks, Sia.
You're welcome.